Hello my darlings and welcome to Ray's World. This video is dedicated to the Gluttony vs Wisdom Creative Week on Wild Hearts, and you can see some other collaborations this week on the Instagram, and I will link that down below. So we have just done the Gluttony photo shoot. You can see some of the makeup here, and I'll put in some of the shots. Pow, 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 pow. The beginning of the 7th series, I just thought, oh, I've got to do Gluttony. I just really wanted to do Gluttony, and I just thought it would be a really fun creative concept to kind of interpret through photography and makeup and glitter. And yeah, I had so much fun, so I'm really excited. I'm excited about Creative Week this week. Gluttony means the overconsumption of anything to the point of waste. So when dreaming up the conversations and the topics of the things we could talk about in Creative Week, oh my goodness, there's so much to talk about that relates to our lives. Addiction, social media, consumerism, binging Netflix, fast fashion, and anything that we consume to the point of waste. There's so much to talk about, and today on this video we're going to talk about Netflix. We don't want it to be super intense, okay? Because you might be like, Ray, come on. Like, the best thing is to just chill out, just watch Netflix. I'm completely with you. I'm so with you. But this is just to have a conversation about the moments where actually it takes up so much of our life. That's what I want to kind of hone in on today. And a couple of tips, really, to just have in mind as we live in a world that has endless entertainment at our fingertips, you know, whenever we want. Something that I was thinking about as I was thinking about Netflix addiction, I was thinking about the way that me and my friends used to watch TV when I was in college. A Monday night was the best night ever because my friends would come over and Skins was on TV. I can't watch it anymore. But when I was at college, absolutely loved Skins. And my friends did as well. It would be on E4 at 9 and we'd watch one episode, and it would always end on a cliffhanger, and we had to wait for a whole week until the next episode, and it was so hard to wait for the next episode, but at the same time it made it this special event. Yeah, so that was really fun. We would anticipate what was going to happen the next week. So fast forward a few years, now we're in 2022 and we have got Netflix, we've got Disney Plus, we've got Amazon Prime, we've got all the catch-up apps, we've got Now TV, we've got, is it Hulu? We've got all of these platforms where literally we have limitless entertainment, limitless series, and holy heck, it's a new level of TV, like, compared to years ago. And I can't help but feel a little bit nostalgic for how TV used to be, because without me having to implement a boundary, there was a boundary in there for me, because my show that I wanted to watch was on once a week, 1 hour, and had to wait one whole week until I could watch the next show. But now we can spend the whole day at home binge watching a series. And guys, this is actually really good to do sometimes. I honestly think every now and again it's actually really fun, and especially if you're having like a sick day, or you're exhausted and you need to chill out and you've got a friend over and you're just chilling, like watching a Netflix. I've got such brilliant memories of days of just watching TV with really good friends and just enjoying the storyline and stuff like that. That it's like an event, that's a memory, it's really special. Sometimes that's really cool. But every single day binging on Netflix, I think we need wisdom. We need to talk about this because we all, pretty much all of us, are dealing with it. Tell you what, something that kind of give me the hippy-jibbies yesterday, something that Fitz said to me. The CEO of Netflix, in an interview, someone asked him, who is your main competitor? And his answer was people's sleep. Ugh, I don't know what it was. It made me crawl hearing that. His competition is people sleeping. So there's 3 thoughts. And my first tip or point or thought is bin all of the guilt and cherish the tension. And what I mean by that is we have this tension in us of, I don't want to watch too much TV. And sometimes we go over that and we feel really guilty because we watch too much TV. But that tension in you of like, I don't want to watch too much, that will actually guide you in the right direction. If I spend a whole day watching Black Mirror, I'm actually probably going to feel a little bit depressed at the end of it. But if I watch an hour of Black Mirror, then it's going to be a thrilling, fun, entertaining show to watch, but I'm not going to be too jaded after. Actually, I don't know about Black Mirror because Black Mirror episodes are pretty intense. We can actually turn that tension into applying wisdom to our life. Too much of this probably won't be great for me. So don't feel super guilty, because I promise you we're all going to have times where we go over the boundary with Netflix. It's just so easy to do. So don't feel guilty, but just try again next time. So bin the guilt, cherish that tension. Number 2, what seeds are you sowing into your life by the things that you're watching on TV? I really like this proverb, and I'm just going to read it out to you, and this applies to me so much, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. It says, a wise person is hungry for knowledge while a fool feeds on trash. Now this girl has fed on a lot of trash TV in her life, okay? I do love reality TV shows. You guys know I love Love Island and TV like that. I've done videos on Love Island, but too much of that kind of show really actually is not good for the soul, because I think too much of that will sow seeds I don't really want in my life, yeah? Every now and again, healthy amount, yeah, that's fine, but too much. How does your soul feel after what you've watched on TV? I don't know about you, but I've had lots of times where I've watched a movie or watched this kind of series, and afterwards I felt a bit icky in my soul. I try and stay away from that now, and trust, I don't get it perfectly, but I do try and watch wholesome TV, and with reality TV shows, which I do enjoy. I really do need to personally put strong boundaries in, and so what's that like for you? Because I also saw a video recently of someone who loves Peaky Blinders. Now I've never seen Peaky Blinders, but my husband loves Peaky Blinders, and I know some other people that absolutely love it. And recently I watched a guy who posted a video also about what he was watching, and he was saying he loved this show, but Peaky Blinders started to affect how he was thinking, and he was thinking more aggressively. And I just thought, wow, it's really powerful what we watch, because it really can impact our thoughts and our actions, and it really does influence us. So moderation is good. You know, an episode a week of Peaky Blinders, maybe, that's good, but binge watching it every day probably will affect your mind and your actions. And my third thought is boundaries. Put in a boundary that works for you. I haven't watched a series on Netflix in ages, right? And then I start writing this article and I find 2 series that hooks me right in. and I had to put some strong boundaries in. So one of those is Downton Abbey. So I started watching Downton Abbey, and it was so good that I just watched another episode, and then another episode, and then another episode. And for about a week I watched a few episodes every single day, and it got to the point where I would go to bed and I would hear the Downton Abbey theme tune in my head. And then in that moment I was like, okay Ray, I need a break from this show and I need to put in a boundary. So I've put in a boundary, and my Downton Abbey times, I'm going to watch an episode on a Sunday afternoon, which is actually Sunday today, so I can't wait to watch an episode of Downton later. That boundary is really helpful, because I know I'll watch a bit of Downton on Sunday afternoon. I'm not going to watch it in the week. I'm not going to watch it on a Saturday. It's a treat for a Sunday afternoon, because I also have things to do. I need to spend time with God every day, more than anything. That is the biggest priority. I do not get that right every day, let me just say that. But that, you know, reading the Bible That's a priority that needs to be above, you know, everything else. And I get when we're tired after work, that's so real, and we do want to chill out. And this will look different for everybody. But also there are projects I really want to achieve this year, the 7 series being one of them. And my time on Netflix was just taking that time. So like I said, this will be different for everybody. There might be someone watching this right now and you have kids and you're like, Ray, as soon as the kids go to bed, I just need to go on my phone and watch Netflix so I don't even have to think about anything. That is fine. This looks different for everybody. What works for me might not work for you. So if you do need to watch a little bit of TV for 30 minutes every day or an hour every day, go for it. But I'm just saying, let's have wisdom, because I think that when we don't talk about these things, that's when it starts to control our life. And we don't want to feel guilty. We want to steward attention. We want to steward wisdom in our consumerism in a world that has endless entertainment. Peace. I'm going to go watch Downton as well, and hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Mwah!